What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Fan Friday, and today's winner was Flareon Volcanion Golbat. Yes, Flareon Volcanion Golbat. Now, I know at first you're thinking, oh, this is a great idea. It's cool. But it actually does not work. Alright, so let's go over it and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. So, Flareon. He has an ability called Flare Effect. He makes each of your Stage 1 Pokemon in play is now Fire type, right? So they're all Fire type. Now with Golbat, he's a Stage 1. You can make him Fire, right? You get Supercross, do 10 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. And then you can use Volcanion to do 30 more damage for your Fire Pokemon, right? So they do more damage to Supercross. But if you read right here, it only does it for your basic Fire Pokemon. Not your Stage 1, not your Fire Pokemon, for your basic Fire Pokemon only. So the idea sounds cool, but Volcanion only powers up basic Fire Pokemon. Now I don't know why this deck was suggested, but it had like 30 something likes. I think people were just being funny and just trolling, but joke's on you, we're actually going to play it today, and we're going to win a game with it. Alright, so we're going to use Volcanion, we're going to use Golbat. We actually use Golbat for the Sneaky Bite to put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And since Flareon was suggested, we are playing it. We're playing the Ancient Origins one, just like people suggested. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, down below in the description, there's links to like everything. If you want to buy apparel, visit sponsors. But there's a Facebook page. Go look at the Facebook page. And there's a post I do every Wednesday night saying, hey, leave your deck ideas, and the deck with the most likes will win. And this week was this deck. And that's, I mean, I'm a man of my word. We're playing it this week. And so we're playing the Flareon Hoopa Golbat. But like I said, this strategy does not work. It seems cool, like Supercross for like 70 to everybody would be really nice. If you triple Steam up, you could do 100, but it only works for basic Fire Pokemon. Just putting that out there. It's only for basic Fire. It counts as for Fire Water Pokemon, but he's Fire type and Water. So make sure, if you're ever playing Volcanion and you want to Steam up, they have to be a basic. That's the key thing to know. But what we're going to use is actually the Sneaky Bite to help us hit some important numbers. Because if you Volcanion Heat, with the Steam up you do 160, and with the Sneaky Bite you do 180 to actually take knockouts and only have to discard 1 Fire Energy. So that's what we're going to do today. 1 Shaymin, 1 Hoopa to help set up. 2 Retrieval, I mean, I know it's only 2, but you're playing the Golbat, so you can do that additional 30 and additional 20, so you don't need that many Volcanions on the field. I was actually contemplating cutting the Hoopa, but it's really needed to grab like a Volcanion and a Shaymin at the same time. 1 Escape Rope, and this is going to help you reset your Volcanion Heat, because Volcanion Heat says this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. So if you Escape Rope out of it, you're good to go. If you Olympia out of it, whenever you have an effect on the active and then you switch to the bench, it always goes away. Just know that. If you don't know that, that is a mechanic in Pokemon. So if you Olympia, Escape Rope to the bench, it goes away. Then you can bring the Volcanion back up and start using Volcanion Heat. 3 Max Elixir to help us get those attack costs quicker. We do need two fires and colors, so we need to hit these fire energies ASAP. 1 Super Rod, which you usually don't see in Volcanion, but we need to get back our Golbats and Zubats just in case. 3 Trainers Mail because of space issues. 4 Ultra Ball 4 via Seeker. Now we're playing 1 Fisherman to return 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand, which of course can be 4 fire. 1 Lysandre and regular Pokemon on the bench. 3 in Olympia to help us switch out so that we can, you have a guaranteed via Seeker switch, which is fantastic. 1 Ranger to get rid of all effects of attacks, which is fantastic. So that we can use Volcanion Heat again. 4 Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 new cards. And we're actually playing Rough Seas to heal 30 damage for each of your Water and Lightning Pokemon, which Volcanion is a Water Pokemon, so it can heal from it, which I do like Rough Seas the most in Volcanion as of right now. 2 Fighting Fury to give you the additional 40 HP. And do 10 more damage. So now if you Volcanion Heat, you do 140, and then with the Steam up, you do 170, plus a Crobat, you can do 190 to knock out Zygardes if you wanted to. There's some other weird numbers as well. 2 Float Stone to give your Hoopa free trade for the most part, and 11 Fire Energies. And so this is the Hoopa Flareon Golbat deck. Like I said, the synergy does not work. It seems cool, like it would work and all this stuff, but Volcanion only works on basic fire Pokemon. Once again, only on basic fire Pokemon, so it does not work with a Golbat that's a fire type thanks to Flareon, because Flareon it makes your stage 1 a fire type. But it doesn't work that way. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Friday. And let's see this deck in action. Can we actually win a game or not? That is the big question. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so playing against TK Ultra, playing a Dragon Fighting Colors and a Fairy deck. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I don't know what we're playing either. Okay. So waiting for my opponent to load into the game. That's the first step. Can they load into the game or not? And they do. Alrighty, so the coin flip hopefully will be able to go first. Get those Volcanions down, put some fire energies on it, and we lost the coin flip. But maybe, just maybe we'll get a turbo attack off. I know it's very unlikely, but onto our opponent's turn. Let's see what is going to happen. Alright, so we start Eevee. Alright, and my opponent has no basic Pokemon, so we do get an extra mulligan. And let's see. Rainbow Road, that is what we're playing against. So my opponent's going to get a new hand of 6, or 7, sorry. They do find a Pokemon, okay. So Rainbow Road versus Volcanion, Golbat, Flareon. Alright, so we'll draw with a mulligan. We find an in, and a Shaymin start for my opponent, which is fantastic for us. At least that's one good thing going our way right now. Alrighty. Oh man, we don't even play like baby Volcanions, which could help us out a little bit, but we're just going quad aggro Volcanion-EX. So Ultra Ball going to discard 2 cards from their hand. And let's see, do they grab a Hoopa, use Scoundrelling, do they find a Xerneas? It's one of those two, either Xerneas or Hoopa. Let's see, which one do they go for? That's the big question right now. I mean, I doubt they get Joltik. I mean, they could evolve, but nope. Gonna grab that Xerneas like I thought I did. Alright, so we'll see. The Xerneas coming down, and do they have a DSE? They're gonna Trainers Mail first. I guess it doesn't matter the order of operation. Not like math, you can do it any way you want to. Alright, so there's a Trainers Mail for a Fighting Fear Belt. Oh my goodness. At least we do play the Golbat, which can help us one-shot it, because Volcanion has 130 HP, 120 HP, and with the Fighting Fear Belt it has no, never mind, that's 160, so nope, doesn't help us at all with Golbat. Alright, so Skyfield coming down. And a Sycamore? Oh, a Seeker for and so both get a new hand of 6, which is fine if me. Our hand wasn't that. I mean, all we were going to do is end unless we top deck an Ultra Ball. So who gets 6 new cards? We get 6 new cards as well. There's an Ultra Ball already, so we get Ultra Ball. I mean, we're kind of risking like what we're going to discard here. If we discard a Sycamore, don't hit anything, we're in trouble. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard the Trainers Mail Ranger, and hopefully Hoopa's in the deck. Alrighty, he is not. We'll grab Volcanion, okay, we'll press done, we'll put down Zubat, put down Volcanion, Max Elixir, put a Fire Energy of Volcanion, Fighting Fear Belt, and Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, and I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard it in, and a Fire Energy for another Golbat, and what could happen, or no, Zubat, sorry, and what could happen is next turn, we actually knock out this Joltik with our Crobat, so put down Zubat, we'll Max Elixir, put a Fire Energy of Volcanion, Max Elixir again, put a Fire Energy of Volcanion. Oh my goodness, if we had an Escape Rope, a way to retreat this for Eevee, we could take a knockout of the Shaymin, but unfortunately we do not, so pass on to my opponent's turn, okay. And let's see, do they find Galvantula or not? If they don't, we can double Golbat, knock out the Joltik this turn. And then if we find a 2 fire and a Volcanion, we can take a knockout of the Xerneas. Pretty cool, right? 130, 160. Actually, no, just 1 Volcanion. Just a single fire energy. We can steam up, discard, knock out this guy and this guy at the same turn. Pretty cool, but will it work or not? That's the question. He's already played 1 Ultra Ball. He probably has like 4, obviously. Via Seeker for an end. We'll get a new hand of 6. All right. So let's see. Does he find it? I mean, there's so many things that have to happen right now. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. Hey, there's a Golbat. Alright, so Golbat number 1. We got a Flareon. I guess we'll put down Flareon. Sure, why not? It doesn't make Golbat work. Alright, so DC's Xerneas. You get a Rainbow Force? He get Rainbow Force for the knockout. But if he does, we can take double knockout this turn if everything works out. A Hoopa, go to your Scoundrel, search for 3 new Pokemon, okay? And let's see, what do they decide to get? It's a Shaymin, Kingdra, and a Dragonite. Okay, I wonder why Dragonite. He can't use it right now. Okay. There's a Kingdra. I guess it's a Dragon type Pokemon, sure. You can't take a knockout of Volcanion either way right now. So let's see, what do they decide to do here? Either way, can we take double knockout this next turn? We just gotta hope they do not get a Galvantula. Now they've already played a supporter card. We know what 2 of the 4 cards in their hand are. One's a Shaymin, one's a Dragonite. But what are those other 4 cards? That's the question. Will he retreat and attack this turn? There's a Max Elixir. Go look at top cards of his deck. And does he find a Fairy Energy? And he will find one. Putting on that Jolting. We just gotta hope it does not evolve. Alright, but that's also a waste of Max Elixir. We don't care about that really. But we know what 2 of those 5 cards are. Dragonite doesn't matter. Shaymin can help him draw a couple. Here comes Xerneas. And will he just attack? And he is going to Rainbow Force for the knockout. Alright guys, this is our time to shine. If we find another Golbat, we can take a knockout on the Jolting. And if we find a Fire Energy, we can take a knockout on the active. 3 VS Seekers in our hands. So we're going to Golbat. Put 20 on the Jolting. Part of me just really wants a Sycamore, but we discard 3 VS Seeker. So now I'm going to VS Seeker, board in. I'm going to play a little bit smarter. We don't need to discard all of our VS Seeker. So we'll end, get a new hand of 6. And what do we find? And we don't, oh my goodness, we whip everything. Alright, so we'll Trainers Mail, look at top cards of our deck. Oh my goodness, we don't hit anything. Are you kidding me? Alright, so put down the Rough Seas. Oh, we don't find a Fire Energy. We don't find another Golbat. What happened? Oh no, we could. Oh nope, we had a. I think we had an Energy Retrieval, and I didn't grab that either. Well, I guess I'm gonna pass on to our opponent's turn. Well, that's a waste of 20 on the Joltik. Unless he doesn't evolve. If he still doesn't evolve, then we're okay. Because nobody tied up prize cards, whatever. Okay. We got rid of his Shaymin too. We got rid of it. He wasted an Ultra Ball. He's already used 1 Max Elixir. I just can't believe we didn't find a Fire Energy, or an Ultra Ball, or a Shaymin, or just anything. But we can't Super Rod, shove the Golbat back into our deck. And just Rainbow Force for 140. Okay. Time to shine. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we're going to do this. Alright, on to our turn. We get an Ultra Ball. Alright, so we're going to Ultra Ball. Discard Sycamore and in to grab a Golbat. We'll put down the Golbat, do 20 to the Joltik to take a knockout. Going down to 5 prize cards. We get a Hoopa. Alright, we're going to scout ring, search for 3 EX Pokemon. And with this, we're just going to grab a Volcanion and a Shaymin. Alright, so we'll put down Volcanion, put a Fighting Fear Belt. We will Shaymin set up for 4 new cards. Okay. And let's see, what do we find? We find a Fire Energy. Okay, so we're going to Float Stone the Hoopa. We are going to Steam Up. Oh, no, hold on. Don't click that Volcanion Heat. We'll Steam Up, discard a Fire Energy. We'll put down Volcanion, put down a Fire Energy. And via Seeker forward in, give us a both new hand. Alright, so play in. Okay, so we're looking for some Max Elixirs. There's Energy Retrieval, Zubat, Golbat. We don't have enough bench space right now. So we'll Volcanion for 160, knocking out the active. There we go. 170, sorry. We'll go down to 4 prize cards. Holy cow. There's a Lysandre, okay, but it doesn't really matter right now. We have Via Seeker for Ranger, so that's good at least. At least we can Ranger next turn, and we have Retrieval, so that's good. Alright, so maybe things are going to go away. My opponent really can't take a knockout this turn. I mean, he has to hit DC Xerneas Max Elixir and hit energy off the Max Elixir as well. Alright, so there's a Float Stone going down to Hoopa to give it that free retreat. Just can't believe Golbat actually worked. That's the crazy thing. And Ultra Ball going to discard 2 cards from his hand. We know he has Dragonite or Shaymin. I wonder which one he'll go for. Discards a Galvantula. Oh my goodness. We ended last turn and he drew to Galvantula. There's a Shaymin. Going to set it for 5 new cards. That is amazing. Alright. So we'll see Shaymin coming down. Going to set up for 5 new cards. Alright. So what will my opponent find here? Going to put 6 new cards in their hand. Can they get a crazy knockout this turn? That'd be... Woo! Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy to take a knockout this turn. Like I said, that is a lot to hit, though. Alright, but I mean... We're looking good. Like, we can Ranger, knock out the Shaymin, Hoopa, or Kingdra pretty easily. Then we go Lysandre with the bench Volcanion-EX and win the game next turn. There's an Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards from his hand. And will he grab a Dragonite? Will he grab a Xerneas? Discards a Super Rod and switch. Alright, there's a Xerneas. Can he hit a DC Max Elixir? It's only doing... He's actually not even taking a knock on the active. He's only doing 3, 6, 90, which is, yeah, not a knockout. There's a Max Elixir. And he did find a Fair Energy. Alright, so Fair Energy is Xerneas. A DC, oh my goodness, he had everything. And is that an end? Here comes Xerneas. Okay. And that is not a knockout. That's only doing 100 damage. Alright, so onto our turn. We find a Fisherman. So we're going to Rough Seas. We're going to Via Seeker. Or Ranger. We'll play down the Ranger. We will Steam Up, discard a Fire Energy. Oh, we already had enough. We had to do enough damage. What am I doing? And there's victory. We did it, guys. I know my opponent dead drew, but we saw Golbat actually take a knockout on the Galvantula. And there's our Volcanion Golbat deck. Holy, oh my goodness, it actually worked. We knocked out a Joltik and a Xerneas that same turn. I mean, my opponent didn't have anything. We were going to take a knockout. He could have maybe got another Xerneas out, but I mean, he wasn't taking a knockout immediately unless he put down more Pokemon. Then Rough Seas did bring it down to 70, so if he did 100, it'll do 170. If he put down another Pokemon, it would actually do 200, and then he had to put another Pokemon different color down to actually take a knockout. And there we go, there's a Volcanion Golbat Flareon deck. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I know this idea did not work. I mean, it's not an idea. I don't know why this is suggested, but whatever, we did win a game. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.